A lone wolf has limited social attachment and lives independently. Such a life brings rewards and challenges. Being a lone wolf isn't usually a choice. You wake up one day and realise it's just you. Maybe you changed towns for a job. You might have ended a relationship. Your friends are no longer around like they once were. For whatever reason, you've entered a phase marked by solitude, spending more time alone than before. Not isolated, just alone much of the time. Almost every man experiences this at some stage of life. The alternative is running around chasing company. Some people need that, but it's better if you don't.
Κοίταξέ με.
Being comfortable in your own skin is a source of strength. This next phase could be the making of you, but you must decide how you will handle it. Desperately trying to make new friends and reconnect with old ones doesn't make you a lone wolf. It just means you're lonely. The lone wolf archetype is built around self-reliance. It is marked by discipline and the ability to manage your life without needing the voices of others. Your internal dialogue is enough. What you should see is opportunity. Often the greatest times for growth and accumulation are when we lead a solitary life. Each man has to develop his own strategy to stay mentally strong. You must be able to survive and thrive without needing company.
How and where you make it, well, that's up to you. From here on out, you're on your own. You're a legend in the eyes of those who live on the battlefield. That's why you have to handle this mission yourself. Put those 9 years behind you, and return as Big Boss.
When you are a lone wolf, you show yourself to be a highly capable human being. Thriving in this mode requires intelligence, especially emotional intelligence. Living alone demands a strong understanding of yourself. You must manage thoughts, moods, and decisions without outside reassurance. This is where many fail. Those with poor decision-making spiral downwards. Without discipline, bad habits multiply. Mental instability, addiction, or emotional chaos will break a man living on his own. To succeed, you must solve problems daily, small ones and big ones. You become your own advisor, your own guide, your own judge. The men who thrive in this phase are not lucky. They make sound decisions one after another. They build structure. They remove what doesn't belong. They know what matters and what doesn't. This is what separates the lone wolf from the lost and lonely man. It's what makes the phase not only survivable, but transformational.
Hands up.
Guard post captured.
Courage is perhaps the defining feature of the lone wolf. It takes guts to walk your own path when there is constant pressure to conform. Just being alone attracts unwanted speculation. Those who desperately cling to the group imagine there's something wrong with you. They wonder why you aren't surrounding yourself with people the way they do. They question your personality, your choices, your stability. But not every person is wired for constant social contact. Studies confirm a wide variation in social orientation. Some people thrive on company and shared activity. Others function best in solitude, managing their affairs without interference. Independent men operate without constant reinforcement. They keep control over their time and choices. They don't surrender autonomy just to belong. The lone wolf stands apart, not because of rejection necessarily, but because of strength. The key to thriving when you walk alone is to use your strength to maintain social confidence and capability. Technology makes it easier than ever to spend long periods alone. Once upon a time, people needed each other for almost everything. There was no news, no outside conversation to listen to, little entertainment, almost nothing without the group. Now much of that can be accessed online. Information, voices and entertainment are always available. You can go long stretches without real contact and not feel deprived. But even the most solitary of us still need to maintain basic social function. Research shows that total withdrawal weakens mental clarity and decision-making over time. Long-term isolation can lead to poor judgment and slower thinking. Sometimes you need to see people in person to get a true sense of where they're at. Most in-person communication is non-verbal. You miss that if you avoid others completely. Positive daily interactions help keep you at ease with others and able to engage in natural conversation. The goal is not constant activity, but enough beneficial contact to avoid losing touch. In the wild, a wolf ventures away from its pack and becomes a lone wolf in order to seek out new opportunity. They are usually males, but can be females as well. It is meant to be a phase only. The lone wolf accepts the risks of leaving behind the safety of the group. The reward is potential new territory, a mate, and the chance to lead. For men, a similar phase creates the conditions for growth. Without constant demands, opinions and pressure to fit in, a man has space to direct his energy where he chooses. He makes decisions without seeking permission or approval. There is no need to wait for agreement. He acts when action is needed. He accepts responsibility for outcomes and deals with the results alone. Attaining full potential is almost impossible within a tight friendship group. Constant interaction and the need to accommodate others dilute energy and focus. The lone wolf phase removes these distractions and allows uninterrupted personal development. Many men only achieve lasting change when they step away from the pull of the group. This independence also changes how relationships are viewed. A man who knows he can manage life on his own becomes more selective. Partnership is no longer survival. The idea of tolerating control or endless correction holds no appeal. A man who has learned to operate without outside input does not accept being treated as incompetent. The female experience is different. Spending years in full independence weakens the natural bond-forming instinct. The modern term is the hoe phase, prolonged solo living combined with casual flings. The longer this pattern continues, the harder it can become for a woman to return to stable commitment. Independence becomes routine. The willingness to compromise, submit or follow traditional relationship dynamics fades. The same phase that encourages growth in men often leads women away from the outcome they ultimately seek.
Detected.
Few fathers
The map
want their
has been
daughters living
updated.
as a lone wolf for long. Less than half of women who have not had a child by age 30 will ever have one. Therefore, being a lone wolf is a desirable status for men only. But even here there are limits. There is a difference between going through a period of solitude and becoming a hermit forever. However strong the independent streak within you, it must be acknowledged that humans are a social species. Treat being a lone wolf as a character type, not as a permanent way of existing. However long a wolf in the wild remains alone, there is always an instinct to secure a mate and form a new pack.